Vox.
I don't know any other characters in this game. I don't know SNK games that much.
All right, here.
I just know they're kind of fun sometimes, and it's like, I don't know, some people like it more than Street Fighter.
Hey, there you go. Losers round 4, just getting ready to head into first game of losers in top 8. Here we go. Vox versus Kain. All right, Vox already threatening plus frames, getting in there, and the
DP. I think that's a DP.
No, that is a DP. That has hit me many a time.
I know that the FD button in this game also blocks cross-up, so I think it's like a weird like
That's
orange
right.
blocking. Yeah.
It's almost the inverse of a normal meter game.
I don't know. Jaren gave me like the rundown a little bit earlier.
Kick and into the just defense throw tech, but that drop kick is going to keep getting those plus frames. Vox coming in, threatening Kain with so much damage, but command grab's going to whiff into Kain being able to get his turn, but these drop kicks.
Silly little dive kick, yeah.
Hey, if the dive kick's working for you, you keep using it. However, unfortunately, that rev gauge is looking really full, and now Vox has to be a little bit more careful with his pressure as Kain gets a chance to kind of start playing neutral against the more aggressive nature of Vox.
For the rev gauge, when it's all the way full, then it's like what? You can't use special moves.
Yeah, you can use special moves, but you got burnout, and then that little blue. So see, he just hit overheat. So so now that little red gauge underneath the health bar, that's a guard gauge. If you block too many attacks, it's going to go down, and it's going to be a guard break, leading to an unblockable combo.
And I'm told that also just blocking will.
Just defend.
Yeah. Just blocking will get rid of the gauge to some degree. All right.
Yeah. Being able to switch between defense and offense at random, but we're going to have the EX Fireball. Kain zoning game plan is going to stop Vox Reaper in his trap. He's going to try and get in, try and steal that life lead, but 5 seconds.
That's too bad.
Air is going to give that round 1 to Wormy. Moving into round 2. So here we got basically like the epitome of a sort of zoner / trick character versus just a get in your face plus.
So Vo Reaper is like a very close range. Oh my God, that was like a great pile bunker of.
He is absolutely a get in your face, deal a ton of damage to you.
So like a classic zoner versus rushdown.
Yeah, he's not
type of archetype.
Or like
all-rounder.
Not quite an all-rounder. See, he doesn't have a lot of range, and he also is not necessarily very fast, but he threatens you with amazing plus frames. However,
big combos coming up. Oh, it doesn't really need a setup.
Into the zoning game plan, trying to stop him from getting in, but the just defend in the air is going to allow us to get some pressure going with Vox. And there we go. So he's threatening these plus frames and these huge range normals.
Send some space.
Back to full screen. All of a sudden, Vox is losing the opportunity to really press anything except for a dive kick, which is a great way to press the button. But again, whipping that EX command grab, that would have been death right there. Hoping to get the guard cancel is going to give that first game to Kain.
Oh, wait, what?
All right, we're going into game 2 here. We got Kain and LivingShadow. LivingShadow and Wormy, I should say. Kain is not a real person. That is a video game character.
Okay, but you have the LivingShadow on Vox. Very, very strong character. Very, very big buttons.
Oh, yes. However, against Kain here, we're going to have to be dealing, and we've seen a bit of that once you get full screen as Vox, you lose a lot of that power. But if you're in the corner doing a juggle combo, it's not going to matter.
You get everything.
Yeah, and there's that command grab going to deal some damage. Overhead, but not going to get that extension. But 3 overheads in a row. I didn't block those.
No, definitely not.
Round 2, that was just some pure in the corner shenanigans. But here we go. Vox already getting a strong start, but Kain trying to make some space, and here we go, full screen. Vox definitely having less options, but in that pressure, once you get that started, he doesn't stop unless you whip the DP and it's on block. That's going to lead to Kain getting some pressure. Guarded away, but now it's kind of awkward for Vox to get in. Unless you have a dive kick, then that's going to solve a lot of your problems. Throw back to mid-screen. Got a wild punish, but no follow-up. Lands recovery. Oh, the rev is being blocked, but that's going to put Kain into overheat. Threatening those revs, but there's the dive kick. Do we have a follow-up? No, misses the extension.
And super.
But it's not invincible. Kain got to deal with some plus frames here from Vox and hopefully going overheat. But if he can keep on the offense, it does not going to matter too much.
Right back to full screen. You're just going right back to full screen.
And there you go. Just keep Vox away. That seems to be the strategy from Wormy here. It's worked pretty well for him in that first set.
5% left, 5%.
There you go, and there you go.
There you go.
Force him to run at you. All of a sudden, Kain seemingly pretty scary at that range. Dive kick to round start is going to be pretty good. And again,
and the whiff grab.
That's a 3rd whiff grab this set. Those are going to definitely starting to pile up. The just defense here from Kain definitely saving him, but unfortunately, Vox once again in the Reaper in the corner. That's his last name. And then get back to mid-screen, but that pressure from Vox is definitely starting to come onto Kain. Kain able to kind of take his turn back, but they're in a bit of a sticky spot with the help.
I mean, you got 2 bars a meter here. You get 1 hit, it's over.
Oh, that's right. Both characters,
Vox, you're feeling good.
Yeah, both characters able to threaten a lot of damage here in this neutral situation. One waiting for the command grab, going to get some pressure here. Just defend anti-air. And then, we're going to get another anti-air into some decent setup for Kain, maybe trying to start the game plan to get Vox away. SPG for Vox, however, is going to threaten a lot of damage. That plus frame full screen dash from Vox.
There it is.
And that's going to be, going to go to game 3 here. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Both these players definitely threatening the other in terms of their possibility skill.
I was just jump scared.
Dive kick going in. Yeah, welcome back.
I'm back.
Rotating a lot of characters
topic
in.
picture.
Of course. Kain coming in here.
Not bad.
DP from Vox is definitely going to overhead, but not enough to extend the pressure. Kain getting that full EX combo going, putting Vox into SPG, but both characters now in SPG. Lots of armor threatened with the Rev meter.
Good little grapple game going. Oh, tried to go in for the grapple.
A second throw is going to solve the problem. EX throw is going to be
good old strike there. Here it is.
This is going to be some serious corner damage with these moves. Look at that, off of a command grab.
Doesn't take corner, but
oh no, it rolled out. Was a
yeah.
So in this game, when you get knocked down, you can do
multiple
options. You can forward roll, back roll, or just choose to stay on the ground. If you choose to stay on the ground, you get throw invulnerability.
Just like my favorite game, Blaze Blue Central Fiction. I love multiple ways to recover. It
of course.
Creates such a nice, intricate.
That's right.
Game.
There was a back roll example now. Kain now having the full screen. Vox slowly trying to get in.
Keep out.
Kain definitely threatening that full screen damage and pressure.
This one's got really good spacing.
Really saving Vox from having to try and deal with so much engagement. The LivingShadow's definitely not going to block the overhead. It's a full corner damage.
This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad.
SPG gone for Vox. This is definitely going to hurt, but this is a lot of damage and setup. And Vox definitely trying to keep on that.
Trying to go for an overhead, I thought.
Punish on the. Oh, and that's going to be 1 round each going into the 3rd round here on game 3.
It's hard for this Vo to get out of the corner, I see.
He's not. He's very much all in on offense. He does not give.
Not a lot of defensive tools. Do they have reversals?
He's got a solid invincible DP, so that's giving him something. But when you're unfortunately full screen, invincible DP is not going to save you much. There we go, command grab, getting started, get those plus frames low, but not going to be another throw to keep the corner. Following up in the corner, definitely keeping the area. Yeah, so those kicks from,
are those like DPs or?
Yeah, it's a flash kick actually.
Oh, my favorite.
Kain here has got some charge moves. They're able to threaten some damage, but as you can see,
does that
it's
include the projectiles as well?
The projectals, I believe, are quarter circles. I could be wrong about that. But, we're going to get a full EX combo. Over 70% meter is going to make it a little risky. It looks like we
see the rev gauge is really high too. This has got to be.
He's got to be careful. Even if he just blocks a couple of moves here from Vox, he could be in a life or death scenario. And he's going to cancel the jump in. And now again, just has to slowly play. Is going to give that game to Wormy. Wormy up 2-1. If he can keep this track record of just keeping Vox away, he's going to be in a fantastic spot. So Vox already trying to threaten in. That dash punch is actually plus.
Are you serious?
Oh yes,
that's crazy.
Yeah. No, not
definitely the all-in character.
Yeah. So that combo, that set play from Kain.
Oh man, this is not looking good.
Corner situation. That armor move going to give it some neutral.
Definitely loses the space.
Vox is able to escape the corner, get some damage on both an SPG here. However, that's an overheat from Kain. Now he has to deal with the guard gauge.
Starting to strike
really
there.
Scary to start dealing with Vox at this range. Can threaten so much possible damage. Calls out the dive kick this time, kicking him from SPG. Overheat only about 50% remaining, and now you got to deal with the combos and threatening.
The strike throw is starting.
He's just running in. The strike throw is going to just lead to so much possible damage here from Vox. Taking the throw is usually just the safer option because take one hit, and look at that. Round 1 going to Vox.
Map watch round start? Aw, damn.
All right, see that again, that plus, and then immediately
dive kick,
the
right?
dive kicks. Look,
Dive kick seems scary in a game like this.
Dive kick is very scary in a game like this. It still follows the normal rules. It can be very much minus if you're not quick, but it's super fast.
Ooh, a little bit of frame drops here.
Yeah, being smart in the air. Yeah, look at all these, just so many projectiles for Vox to move there. He's already lost all of his meter.
He's in overheat already too, yeah.
Yeah, has SPG, but it's not going to matter unless he can get some health recovered from just defending.
You can see he's just trying to get some micro spacing, maybe like forcing a whip punish or something.
Forcing a button, but he's going to be the one whip punished instead, and now he's got to escape through all these
save himself.
And with blocks the DP. This might be death. But
where's the meat? Oh no. Strike throw time.
Throw time. We have a projectile on, and that's not going to be enough.
Is there chip kills in this game as well?
What was that?
Are there chip kills in this game as well?
100%.
Oh boy. That was a very unwinnable situation, yeah.
All specials chip. However, unless you just defend, in which case it actually heals you.
I've been told. And of course with the rev gauge
he's
and
just
whatnot
trying
too,
to escape through all these projectiles, sacrificing so much health just to try and get even a smidge in. Oh, the flash kick going to lead to some serious damage. Still an SPG, so has a chance. It's going to recognize the rev blow, but doesn't
get the confirm off of it though. Unfortunately,
nothing quite. Definitely both of their rev gauges filling up. Lots of meter sitting on there that can lead to some really scary stuff from both of them. And that flash kick, you see, he keeps just going for it.
It can be it's really good for controlling space.
Oh, yeah, it can be break canceled.
Is that like a guard cancel?
In a
like
sense,
in other games?
Not quite a guard cancel. More so. Breaking a move in City of the Wolves is basically where you are able to press a button during the startup and ignore the second half of the move.
Oh, no, game-winning blow, yeah.
Another Dragon Punch. That's going to be game, set, and match to Wormy over the Living Shadow.
Incredible.